America. They consist of 7 members. They started off like fusing loads of different genres like reggae, punk, drum and bass, funk, acid jazz, and now they describe their style as a mix of drum and bass, reggae and punk. The reason why I picked the song, because I thought it was quite different and it had like different dynamics in it which I kind of liked. Thought that I could be quite creative with the video that I'm going to make, and it had a clear storyline that I could go along with but also drift away from. Yeah, also the editing, because it's fast and it goes slow and it picks up again, I thought that could be like interesting and more appealing to the audience. These are the similar artists, like 2 reggae ones and 2 rock bands. Ancillary items would be a magazine cover, DVD front and DVD inside the disc. These are ones that are like along the same genre that mine would be like. My audience profile would be from 16 to 26, mainly because of what they're singing about. Also, I reckon it would be working class people because it's not like strict, the music's quite free and can do what you like to it. Interest would be rock and reggae. Other interests would be going to festivals and smoking. They'd probably read rock magazines and surf websites like MySpace and Facebook. My initial ideas for the video would be having as many different locations as possible. This would make it more interesting, I feel. I'm going to have a strong narrative which will be about the girl he is describing in the song. It will show her seeing different men and the singer is the guy who she's cheating on. Also, I want to have a band to play the song so there is an element of a live performance. I feel this will make it more interesting, and the lip syncing, if it's right, it will work well. I would also like to have people that's fashion represents the 2 different genres, rock and reggae. This will show the contrast which will give the music video 2 different colour palettes. Stereotypes. The girl in the video will be seeing all different men as part of the narrative. This supports the stereotypes as girls in videos being easy. The ideology would be, also in my video you will see how the boy is heartbroken about the girl who he's seeing lots of different men, and this supports the ideology that boys actually aren't heartless. Any questions?
Alright, thanks Jess. Guys, one thing I really got to say about presentations, and I didn't help you put this together last year, but really what goes up on screen should support what you have to say. I don't mind if you have like printed out notes in front of you, but if you're presenting, really should just be images and ideas, and what you say shouldn't actually be the same as what's written on the screen. I know there are teachers out there who do this all the time, and so it can set a bad standard, but teachers do that for a reason, that some people learn better visually and some people learn better by hearing. But if you're pitching to someone in any context in your life, it's really about having energy, and it's really about talking about your product and being able to go into it in some depth. But there were some really good things there. I really like the depth you've thought about the style and form, you have thought about the music. I think I could hear more about the styling of the band, the Big Hurt. Who are they? How are you representing them? But I really like how your ideas of representation of character. I love that you've thought about, I'm going to have fast cuts, I'm going to have a variety of colour palettes, I'm going to have performance and narrative. These kind of thoughts are really important. It's good that you've got such specific ideas about how you want it to look. Because ultimately with this thing, you guys are all making it, aren't you? And we're all paying lots of attention, and we're really focused. Do you need to come sit somewhere else?
No.
Good. Okay. Like you thought about representations. I wonder if you could challenge stereotypes a bit. You're kind of going with the bog standard representation. Not a bad thing in music video. And I suppose the song is called Low Down Home, so you can't exactly show it. But maybe we could look into that in some more depth. But really I want to know, how will the band be represented? Because really that's what a music video does. It sells the band, not necessarily even the song or the story. So that's what really is the interesting part of representation. And we've got to remember this with all of our artists. The song is just one song that they have. It's one fraction of this big image of who they are. Audience is pretty good. You had some good ideas, but I want to know where they come from. I think location is particularly important for that kind of band. Like, where's the band from? They're from stretch the venue a bit
Yeah.
further. Location is really key, and that's also with your shooting as well. I want to know, where would you shoot this? Like, practically, if you had to make this, where would you go to create these scenes?
Pub, like parks, just places that
Okay.
people go to.
Yep.
That
Like,
they
which
can relate
ones?
to.
You living in East London?
Oh, I don't know, Valentine's Park. I don't know the pubs.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So these are things that we need to think about. Can you get into a pub? Will they let you film in there? We need to be practical about this. So I'm pushing people. Locations is the thing you'll hear me talk about first. I'll talk about for the next 3 or 4 weeks until you're all pretty clear on it. It's the hardest thing, takes the longest to work out. You need to know how you're going to get there, how you're going to get your gear there, will your access be fine, is there a toilet, how will you feed people, is there going to be water, do you have permission to film there, do you need someone supervising? Locations are a huge deal. First and the hardest thing to work out. If you get locations, the rest of making music videos is relatively easy. Any other questions? Jess, that was rather good. Excellent stuff.
Thanks.
Bit more pictures. That was really good. Thank you.